Good morning, everybody. How are you today? Good morning, Diego, Claudio, everybody. Hello.
Hi, Miss.
Hi, Miss. Hi, Miss.
Hi, Miss.
Okay, we are going.
Morning, Miss.
Good morning, Diego. We are going to have two more students here in our classes, Rocio and Pia. Yes, so welcome, Rocio and Pia. Yes, you're going to be with us on Thursdays. So it's more convenient, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's more convenient because here we have fewer students and you can participate more and you have more time for everyone. Okay, thank you for being here today. We're going to continue with directions, right? And today we're going to see, the grammar that we didn't see last class, yes? So only to remember, about the directions. What are, the instructions that you usually use when you look for a place? What are the instructions that we learned last class that you use when you look for a place?
Turn on the left, turn on the right, go ahead on.
Go along.
Go, pero había otra, go ahead.
Straight ahead. Go straight ahead. Yes. Go straight ahead. Go along. Go up. Go down. Yes. You go north. You go south. You go east and west. Right? What is this place that you have near Federico Santa Maria University where the supermarket is? How do you call that place? Where Federico Santa Maria is, there is a supermarket there and a gas station and different stores. So how do you call that place that you have to go round?
Roundabout.
Excellent, Gilliam. Roundabout. Very good. And in the streets, yes, you have, lights to stop as a driver, yes? How do you call those lights? You have 3 lights.
Traffic light, no?
Traffic lights. Very good. Traffic lights. Excellent. Okay, and the place where you cross as a pedestrian. What is the name of that place? You know the word pedestrian? Pedestrian is the person that walks in the street, not drives. So what's the name of the place? What's the name in the street where you cross as a pedestrian? No?
Yes, Miss, crosswalk.
Yes, thank you, Diego. Crosswalk. Crosswalk. And the place where you walk, because you as a pedestrian, you don't walk on the street. Where do you walk? How do you call that part of the street? That cars are not permitted to be there. You walk as a pedestrian on the sidewalk. Yes, in the sidewalk. So it's only for you to remember what we saw last class. I think that you forgot a little, but it's necessary, probably to remember for 5 minutes because it's, we are introducing the topic, yes? Okay. Let me find this. We're going to do this fast, okay? I'm going to use a document that I have from the other university for you to remember the vocabulary that you are supposed to know, yes? So we saw here last class for everybody. Go along the road, take the first turning on the left, it's on the left, it's on the right. And I also told you that you, instead of saying turn right, turn left, gringos say make a right. Yes, I wrote it in the chat, or make a left. Instead of turn right, turn left, they say make a left, make a right. Then you have the roundabout, what's the name of the roundabout, Federico Santamaria? Perezujovic, or no? What is the name of that roundabout?
There are two, Perezukovic and arriba está Locurro.
Ah, okay, roundabout. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Then you say go straight or go straight ahead. We saw these conversations last class. The girl is here, so she's looking for the museum. And here you have Paula, go straight ahead, yes. At the traffic lights, turn right, go along the street. Walk past the park, walk past, and keep going straight until you see the sign for the museum, yes? And then we have here, cross the street. And this is a crosswalk. Where is the closest bank? If you cross the street, you'll find a bank, yes? Okay, so this is what you need to know. So Claudio, I think that you know the place very well. How do you get from Federico Santamaria University to Unimark supermarket? How do you get there?
I go straight on, I don't know the name of the street.
Santa Maria Avenue.
Yeah, I go straight on Santa Maria Avenue to the direction to roundabout Locurro.
And the supermarket is?
There.
On the right, on the left, where?
And on the right, I guess.
On the right?
On the left.
On the left. Yeah, remember, if you are walking downtown Santiago and a gringo says, where is La Moneda building? You need to be very precise and say, walk, or go on Alameda, yes? And turn right on Agustinas. And then walk one more block and La Moneda building will be on your left, on your right, yes? So when you give directions, Claudio, it's not necessary to say you go, you walk. No, you only say go along Santa Maria Avenue, yes? Or you can say walk one block on Santa Maria Avenue, yes? Because you walk one block. Remember, block es cuadra, huh? On Santa Maria Avenue. Is on Vicuña Maquena, on Apoquindo, on Agustinas, on. And then you say, okay, so you walk on Santa Maria and then cross the street. Yes, we cross the street. It's a street where there is a bank also. So you walk past the bank and an Unimark, we're going to say the place, okay? An Unimark will be ahead of you, not on the left. Yes? Because you go along Santa Maria Avenue, or you walk 1 block on Santa Maria Avenue, and then you cross a street. I don't know the name of that street, but there is a bank on the corner. So you walk past the bank, and Unimar will be ahead. Not on the right, not on the left. Do you understand?
Yes, miss.
Okay, Gillian, do you have a supermarket near your house, near your house in Valparaiso?
Near my house, I don't have anyone.
What do you have near that you can go walking? Nothing?
The stadium?
Which one?
Alejo Barrios.
How do I get there from your house?
Well, first I have to exit my house, make a
Gillian,
left.
Gillian, remember, you don't say I. In English, when you give directions, you say go, walk. Because a person is asking you.
Yes, but you ask me how do I get there?
Yes, but that's
So I have
impersonal.
to do that.
It's impersonal you in English. Impersonal you. When you say
Okay.
in general, how do you get to Parque Arauco? It's not me. It's a person who is asking me how to get there. So that is in English,
Yes.
impersonal you. So
Okay.
I am asking you for directions. So you say go, walk, you are helping me. Go ahead. Go ahead, please.
Well, exiting my house, I have to make a left. Exiting my house, make a left until you reach the end of the block, then make another left and walk straight until you reach the stadium.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Very good. So you understand that it's it's not something that I want to know by myself. It's in general. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
You know how I get to the supermarket, Gillian, from my house? And this is my situation. It's not in general. I cross the street. Jumbo is across from my house. It's wonderful. Because I don't have to drive. I don't have to walk. It's only, you know, I cross the street and, well, I cross an avenue and it's across from my house. It's wonderful. I love that. I love that, you know, because I don't need to pick up the car and drive for hours. It's convenient and it's noisy, but not so much.
When I went to school, my school is across the street.
Oh, wow. That was wonderful. Did you have lunch at home when you went to school?
No, we weren't allowed to do that.
You couldn't leave that place because some of my son's friends go to their apartments near the school and have lunch there, and then they came back to school.
My school didn't did that, but now it's allowing it.
Okay, yeah, of course, instead of paying for lunch, yes. Okay, guys, so here we have Mark indirect questions. Mark, this is Mark, ask some advice at this hotel reception, yes? So we have this conversation here, please. I want you to look at this.
Good morning. I need a little help if you don't mind.
Good morning, sir. How may I help you?
Well, could you tell me where the nearest bank is? I need to change some money.
Bank, yes. There's one just across the road. Right opposite, in fact. Anything else?
Do you know what time it opens?
It opens at 9, so it's already open.
Thanks, great. I better get across now then. One last thing. Can you tell me when the restaurant stops serving breakfast? I haven't eaten yet.
Breakfast stops at 10, but you can still order other food in the restaurant anytime.
Okay, great. Thank you for that. I better get going.
You're welcome. Have a good day, sir.
Okay, so what are the two questions, the two important questions that he asks Enzo? Mark asks two questions. What are these two important questions?
About the bank first.
This one?
Yes. The
Mhm.
time open the bank.
Excellent, yes. You
And
have what time it opens, yes. Ah, one more question.
The breakfast time in the restaurant.
Yes, you are right. It's not two questions, it's three questions actually. Okay, yeah, the first question is, could you tell me where the nearest bank is? Do you know what time it opens? And can you tell me when the restaurant stops serving breakfast? So here, a lot of people say, could you tell me where is the nearest bank? Incorrect. Do you know, some people say, do you know what time does the bank open? Incorrect. You say what time it opens. And a lot of people say, can you tell me when does the restaurant stop serving breakfast? Because they put does here, but it's not necessary. And these are, guys, the indirect questions that we are going to learn today. Indirect questions are usually followed by could you tell me, do you know, can you tell me? In this way, the question is indirect. When you say, could you tell me, do you know, can you tell me? Yes? Pia Rivera, you are the receptionist, and Matias Lopez, you are Mark. Give me this conversation, please.
Good morning. I need a little help, if you don't mind.
Good morning, sir. How may I help you?
Well, could you tell me where the nearest bank is? I need to change some money.
Ah, bank. Yes, there is one just across the road, right opposite. In fact, anything else?
Do you know what time it opens?
It opens at 9, so it's already open.
Thanks. Read, I better get across New then. Oh, one last thing. Can you tell me when the restaurant stops serving breakfast? I haven't eaten yet.
Oh, the breakfast is open at 10, but you can still order the other food in the restaurant anytime.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
You say, okay.
Thank you for that. I better get going.
You're welcome. Have a good day, sir.
Okay, look at the chat, please. Attention, the pronunciation is could. Yes, so you say here, the pronunciation is could I? Something like that. Could I? Yes, or could you? But it's could, not cool. And the pronunciation here is sir, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, so those are, you know, the indirect questions. And we're going to do this exercise now. Who, when, where, what, why, how, or which. I don't know to wear today. Do you know one is cheaper? Can you tell me to use this? I'm not sure he said that. I don't know he will be back. We don't know we'll speak at the meeting. We still do not know he went. Okay, so Paula, number 1, please.
I don't know what to wear today.
Okay, thank you. Isidora.
Do you know which one is cheaper?
Excellent. Which one? Remember, which one or which ones? Singular and plural, Diego. Which one es cuál y cuáles? Which ones? Yes, Gonzalo Fuentes, number 3.
Can you tell me how to use this?
How? Excellent. Ying, number 4.
I'm not sure when he said that.
Yes, I'm not sure why. Diego Pino.
I don't know when he will be back. I don't know
Excellent.
when he will be back.
Perfect. Enzo Garcia, number 6.
We don't know. Who will speak at the meeting?
Yes, that's right. And number 7, please. Gillian.
We still do not know where he went.
We still don't know where he went. Yes, very good. Okay, so I'm sorry, I am like stuttering today. Yes, I'm happy because you understand, you know, when to use what, which, how, why, when, who, and where. So all the answers are correct. And now let's see the rules, yes? I want you to look at the chat, please, because I'm going to explain the rules. First of all, when you have to be, put it at the end, okay? Put it at the end. So you always should say, do you know where la moneda is? So you put is at the end of the sentence. Can you tell me, let me see. Can you tell me what? Let me create a sentence with this. Can you tell me what that is? I don't know what that is. Yeah, instead of what is that, you say what that is. When you have does, or when you have do, or when you have did, yes, I am writing here. When you have does, do, or when you have did, you eliminate them. You conjugate the verb. Yes, for example, you say here, where, no, the direct question is, where does he work? Yes, but the indirect question is, could you tell me where he works? So instead of using does, you eliminate does and you put works. Another example. Where did Mary go? This is a direct question, yes? So the indirect question is, would you tell me where Mary went? In that case, you eliminate did and you conjugate go, which is went. Could you tell me, or would you tell me where Mary went? Okay, another one with do. What time do the malls close in Santiago today with COVID-19? And I want to be more polite. Yes, I want to be more formal. So I say, excuse me, could you tell me what time the malls close in Santiago? Look at that question. The direct question is, what time do the malls close in Santiago? Indirect, could you tell me what time the malls close? And in this case, I eliminate do, and the conjugation is only close because it's they. The malls close. Do you understand? Okay, we are going to watch an explanatory video here. I am not sharing screen yet, but I will. Okay, so now I am sharing screen, and this is an introductory video, yes, about indirect questions, yes. We have 100-second English. So I need you to look at this video and write, please take notes. It's fast, but try to get some of the examples they give in the video, please.
Is bringing business back online. Join us for Super September 2020. With more than 30,000 sellers, Super September is...
Where's the regional rail line? Excuse me, can you tell me where the regional rail line is?
Yeah, it's that way.
Oh, thank you. We can ask direct questions in English and indirect ones. Can you tell me when the next train to Boston leaves?
8:35. Could you tell me how much a one-way ticket to Washington costs? $51.
Notice the word order of these questions. We often use indirect questions with strangers when we're asking for information and we want to be polite.
Do you know if the train to New York is on time?
Yeah, it is.
Do you know if there's a restaurant car on this train?
No, there isn't.
If it's a question with a yes or no answer, we can use if. We can use whether in the same way. Something else. We generally only use indirect questions at the start of a conversation. Can you tell me when the next train to Boston leaves?
8:35.
And what time does it get there?
1:40.
So indirect at the start and then direct after that.
Okay, so what examples did you get in the video? Can you speak to me, please?
Could you tell me when the next train to Boston leaves?
Could you tell me when the next train to Boston leaves? Very good, Paula. Yes. What else?
What time does it get there?
What time does it get there? And the indirect, Gillian, instead of what time does it get, what would you say? Gilliam said, what time, he said, does it get there? Yes? What time That is the direct question. Give me, Gillian, the indirect. Do you know, Gillian? No? Does anybody know in the class how to make this question indirect? Enzo, Isidora, Mati? What you do is to eliminate das and you conjugate the verb. So, Isidora, do you know?
I think, but I forgot the question.
I wrote it in the chat. I am writing in the chat for everybody. Yes. So I wrote, what time does it get there? What time does the bus get there? What time does the train get there? So what is the indirect?
Could you tell me what time the bus gets there?
Get or gets?
Get.
Yes, I wrote the answer there. Isidora, read it, please. Could you tell me?
Could you tell me what time it gets there?
Yes. Okay, another example from the video.
Can you tell me where the regional line is?
Can you tell me where the regional line is? Excellent, very good. Any other question in the video that you remember? There were some questions with if. Yes. What? Tell me.
Do you know whether the train to New York is on time?
Do you know whether the train is on time? Yes. Do you know whether, or do you know, what can you use instead of whether? You can use if, yes? When the question is, I say, Matthias, is the train on time? That is direct. But if I say, Matthias, do you know if the train is on time? You have to incorporate if or whether. Yes? Let me here. Okay, here it is. Do you know if the train is on time?
On time.
We can use weather in...
Mati?
O sea, al final dice time y no es times.
No, porque el verbo acá es is.
Ya.
Yes? No. The verb is. Because the direct question is the train on time? Do you know whether or do you know if the train is on time? Acá no está al final el is porque hay un complemento que es on time. Yes?
The same way. Something else. We generally only use indirect.
Okay, here the direct question is there a restaurant car on the train? That's direct. Is there? But if I say, do you know? You have to invert. Do you know if there is? No, if is there. So here you invert.
We generally only use indirect questions at the start of a conversation.
Yes. So those are basically the rules, but we need to do more practice. We need to do practice. Okay, everybody, please. I need your handouts. Handout number 5, please. Do you have the handouts there somewhere in your computer? Okay, I am looking for my handout. Okay, so we're going to work with handout number 5. And here we have some conversations that I want to practice with you. Asking for and giving directions. Yes, first of all, we have, this is a mixture. Yes, it's a mixture of giving directions and also indirect questions. Yes. So if you don't want to use a verb, you can always say, can you tell me the way to Parque Arauco? Can you tell me the way to Plaza de Armas? So in that way, you don't use a verb, yes? So if you want to do this faster, you only say, can you tell me the way to Parque Arauco? Can you tell me the way to Eiffel Tower? Yes? But if you want to use a verb, you have to use the verb in an indirect way, okay? So, Paula, you are Jane. Claudio Ramirez, you are Mike. Give me this conversation, please.
Excuse me, can you tell me the way to the museum?
It's this way. Go straight ahead at the traffic lights. Turn right. Go ahead the street, walk past the park, and keep going straight until you see the sign for the museum.
Great. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome.
Isidora, you are Kate, and Pia, please, you are Mary.
Excuse me, how do I get to the post office?
Sorry, I'm not from around here.
Do you know where the closest bank is?
If you cross the street, you will find a bank there.
Thank you.
Don't mention. I don't know how to pronounce.
Don't mention it.
Don't mention it.
Yes. Rocio, you are Emily, please, and Enzo is Bill.
Excuse me, I'm afraid I can't find a petrol station. Where one is?
There is one near here.
How do I get there?
At the bus stop, take the first right and go straight on. And it's opposite to the shopping mall.
Thank you so much.
Rocio, repeat after me. Do you know where one is?
Do you know where one is?
How, no how. How do I get there?
How do I get there?
Yes. So here you have is at the end. Yes, do you know where one is? Do you know where the closest bank is? And Jean, please, you are Rose, and Gilliam, you are Jack.
Excuse me, is there a hospital near here?
Yes, there's one near here.
How far it is to the hospital?
It's not far, maybe 2 blocks from here.
Could you please give me?
It's that way. Go straight ahead, take a right at the junction, and the straight road will lead you to the hospital.
Yes, very good. Jean, could you please guide me? Guide.
Could you please guide me?
Yes, could you please guide me? Okay, so here we have practice, so we're going to do an exercise before. Yes, we're going to do this exercise before to start doing, you know, the indirect questions. Okay, so here we go with practice, please. Have a look at this conversation. Can you please help me, Gonzalo? Gonzalo, you are the person in the street. Excuse me, could you tell me where the nearest station is?
Certainly, it's along that road on the right.
Thank you. And do you know if there's a supermarket near here?
Yes, there is one on one next to the station.
Thank you very much for your help. So I use indirect questions when I am asking for help in the street because they are very polite and more formal. Indirect questions start with a phrase like, could you tell me, or do you know? Yes? So this is the objective of indirect questions, to be more formal, to be more polite. Because if you imagine you are walking in the street and then you're looking, for example, you're in Santiago and you're looking for Plaza de Armas. Would you say a person, ¿dónde está la Plaza de Armas? You don't say that, right? You say, discúlpeme, discúlpeme, ¿me podría decir o usted me podría ayudar dónde? No van a llegar y preguntar la pregunta así directa. So in English it's the same thing. You say, do you know? Yes. So that's the reason why we're studying, you know, this to be more formal, right? And Gonzalo, please repeat after me. Certainly.
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 Yes, certainly is something very, very much used in English. It's like saying, yeah, no problem. Yes, certainly. The pronunciation, everybody, please. Everybody repeat. Certainly. Certainly. You can always repeat much better after word reference. And let's see the pronunciation. But you have to use certainly, because you usually say yes, no problem, right? But this is a beautiful word that you have to incorporate. Yes, so there's no, why not audio? Oh, I'm sorry. It's certainly. Esa E al revés con los dos puntitos es una E arrastrada. So, certainly. En UK no pronuncian la R, certainly, certainly, certainly. And in the United States, they say certainly. So that's, you know, it's surely, definitely, no problem, yes?
What is esa como E invertida que está arriba de la T?
La E invertida se llama en fonética schwa. Esa es la letra schwa. Y es una mezcla entre E y A. Pero no les voy a enseñar fonética porque I was at the university for 3 years with phonetic symbols, and it's really, really, I teach you phonetics, but in an easier way, you know? Cuando me mandan sus lecturas, ¿se han fijado que yo les pongo la pronunciación al lado de las palabras? Yes, ya, eso no es fonética. Esa es mi fonética que yo se las hago para que ustedes pronuncien bien, porque si les enseño todos los símbolos, you are going to get crazy, and it's not necessary, okay? But this is letter schwa, Matías.
Thank you.
Okay. So here we have the explanation. Okay, look at this chart. This chart, please, everybody, attention, is very important for making indirect questions. Is he Spanish? Can you tell me if he's Spanish? Yes? If or whether. Is the restaurant closing? Can you tell me if the restaurant is closing? Was he late? Can you tell me if he was late? That's what you have to do. If he was late. Is the restaurant closing? Can you tell me if the restaurant is closing? Etc. Can you tell me if Lucy has been? ¿Qué hacen acá? Solamente cambian el orden. En vez de has Lucy, ponen Lucy has. En vez de were you, ponen you were. Was he? He was. In what happens here with the future? Instead of will she will. It's only the order. Will she start her new job next week? Can you tell me if she will start? And here, Gilliam, is it going to rain? So, instead of is it, you say it is. Can you tell me if it is going to rain? So that's what you have to do. For example, also you use it with should. Should we start now? Can you tell me if we should start? Okay, now, what happens here with present simple with any verb except to be? With does. You eliminate does and you conjugate the verb live. Can you tell me if David lives? Did Amanda call? You delete did and you conjugate call. Can you tell me if Amanda called? Ok, acá tienen el cuadrito con las preguntas de information, ok? So, why is he? Why he is? Why is Gonzalo unhappy today? Can you tell me why Gonzalo is unhappy? Pia, tell me this sentence. When is the restaurant closing, Pia?
Can you tell me when the restaurant is closing?
Yes, Matias Lopez. Why was he late for the meeting?
Can you tell me if he was late for the meeting?
Why? Can you tell me?
Why he was late for the meeting?
Enzo, what were you doing at 3 p.m.?
Can you tell me what you were doing at 3 p.m.?
Where has Lucy been, Gilliam?
Can you tell me where Lucy has been?
Yes, so in this case, you only change the order, yes? And here, for example, we have with should. Can you tell me what we should do? No, what should we? Okay. Here we have, we're going to do some practice, okay? Want some practice here. You have the link of these exercises, yes? Okay, so where does she play tennis? You have to use, can you tell me, okay? Can you tell me is going to be the indirect question. Diego, number 1.
Can you tell me?
Can you tell me if or without this? If okay, can you tell me she plays tennis?
No, ¿cuándo se usa el if? Cuando es una pregunta de yes o no. Acá tienes que
Okay.
seguir, aquí tienes que seguir con el
Sí, ya
where.
juega, claro. ¿Dónde? Okay.
Yeah. Can you
Can you
tell
tell
me?
Where she plays tennis?
Very good. Yes. Isidora, number 2.
Can you tell me where he lives?
No, because here is a yes/no question. You have to use
okay.
if or whether.
Okay. Can you tell me if he lives in Paris?
Yes. Rocio.
Can you tell me if she's hungry?
Excellent. Paula.
Can you tell me what this is?
Yes, Ying.
Can you tell me if they work in Canada?
If they work. Yes, Claudio.
Can you tell me can you tell me when do John and Luke meet? Does, can you tell me?
No, you have to omit do. So, can you tell me when John and Luke meet?
¿No se conjuga el meet?
No, because it's they. They meet, so it keeps the same.
Okay.
Yes, it keeps the same. Pia Rivera.
Can you tell me if he is a liar?
Lawyer.
Lawyer.
Because liar is another word. Yes?
Yes.
It's lawyer. Enzo.
Can you tell me when the party is?
Yes, Matias.
Can you tell me they often go out?
But you have something missing here, Mati. Yes, no questions. Have if or whether. For example, here, if.
Can
For
you tell
example,
me
if.
Can you tell me if they often go out?
Yes. No conjugation because it's they. They often go out. But you delete do. Eliminate do. Gilliam, number 10.
Can you tell me what he does on the weekend?
Perfect. Beautiful. Enzo.
Can you tell me if the children are on holidays this week?
Yes, if the children.
If.
No, that's okay. You were right. Claudio.
Can you tell me who she is?
Yes, very good. Excellent. Isidora.
Can you tell me can you tell me why? Yes, why do you like traveling so much?
What happens with do?
It's eliminate.
Yeah, so could you tell me why?
You like traveling so much.
Perfect. Very good. You're learning. Okay, Diego.
Can you tell me if Lizzie likes ice cream?
You got it. Paula Chavez.
Can you tell me if they are from Chile?
Wonderful. Ying.
Can you tell me where the station is?
Perfect. Gonzalo.
Can you tell me where you study Chinese?
Yes, you delete do. Perfect. Rocio.
Can you tell me where the nearest supermarket is?
Yes, Mati.
Could you tell me if you drink coffee?
Yes, Claudio.
Can you tell me if Richard? No. Can you tell me if Richard always late?
If Richard is always late, yes, because Is Richard here? And in the indirect, Richard is. You invert. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand, guys? Yes, I think, and I am sure that you understand. It's only, you know, concentration at the beginning, but then it comes out by itself. You just say it, yes? So let's do this quiz together, please. Can you see the screen? Yes. Okay, so here we have 3 different options. Where do you live? Which option is correct?
Could you tell me where you live?
Would you tell me where you live? Okay, we are going to, correct, very good. Yes. When was the building constructed?
Can you tell me when was the building constructed?
Could you tell me when was the building constructed? Wrong. Why this is wrong? Because it's when the building was constructed. No, was the building. When the building was. So in this case, the correct answer is when the building was. But we cannot change it. Number 3, please.
Excuse me, do you know if there are a bank near here?
Correct, very good. If there is. How often does he arrive late for work?
I was wondering how often he arrives late for work.
Correct, very good. Do you know, I was wondering, or I wonder, when do you use, I am writing in the chat, when do you use I wonder, or I was wondering? This is the verb preguntarse, me pregunto. I wonder myself, yes? So you can also use it in indirect questions. So here we have, in England, you say wonder. In America, wonder.
Wonder.
Wonder, yes? Be curious to know. Polite inquiry or request, yes? And if you want the British pronunciation,
Wonder.
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 Wonder, I say wonder, yes? So I was wondering, yes. Okay, so very good, Paula. Number 4 is I was wondering how often he arrives late for work. Number 5, please. Pia, Rocio, Claudio, Mati, everybody, please. I need your participation. Come on. What type of car have you got? Have you?
Maybe
Can
can you
you
tell
tell
me
me?
what?
The second?
Say yes. Can you tell me?
Correct, because it's you have instead of have you. Yes, okay. Number 6, how much time? What happens with do here? Goodbye with do.
I wonder how much time you spend watching TV.
Perfect, correct. Here, goodbye with do. Which football team do you support?
I wonder which football team you support.
But why do you have an S here if it says you? You is no S.
Yes.
Would you mind telling me which football team you support?
Yes, that's correct. Would you mind telling me? It's so polite, so formal. Excuse me, would you like telling me, you know? But talking about football is not necessary to be that polite. I support Colo Colo. Number 8. What time is it? Where do you put is?
Tommy, could you tell me what time it is?
What happened? Pardon me. Could you tell me what time it is?
Hay que invertirlo.
Would you mind telling me what the time is? Pardon me, what time? No, ¿estás bien, Paula? ¿Está correcto esto? Uh-oh, there was a mistake in the exercise, but this is correct, Paula. Could you tell me what time it is? No, is it? Is it is in direct, and indirect is it is. You're right, Paula. I don't know what happened in this exercise. Number 9, when are you going to finish the project? When are you going? And then you are, yes? So what is the sentence?
Can you tell me if you're going to finish the project?
If is used in yes, no questions. And this is not a yes, no question, it's when.
I'm not sure when you are going.
Yes, that's right. I'm not sure. It's also another possibility of indirect. Could you, yeah, I don't know. Do you know when you're going to finish the project? Yes. And finally, number 10, how old is John?
I wonder how old John is.
Yes, very good, correct. Yes. I wonder how old John is. Instead of how old is John, you say how old John is. Okay, so we are going to finish here today. And next class, guys, please attention. If you really want to learn, I advise you please to do your homework. Yes, in this homework, you have exercises with and more explanation, essential business grammar and practice. Yes, pages 132, 133, you have more exercises, yes? So please, I want you to do your homework very seriously, concentrate, look for vocabulary, and practice more, okay? In that way, you are going to improve. Do you have any questions? Comments? Are you okay?
No.
Yes.
Okay, so please do your homework because there I'm sure you're going to perfectionate the use of these. And also because in essential business grammar, you have a lot of vocabulary about business. And in the future, you will work with this vocabulary. business. So you need it. Okay, so see you next Tuesday. Yes? Next Tuesday at 10 o'clock. Have a nice weekend. Yes? Bye-bye.
Bye, Miss.
Bye, Miss.
Bye, Miss.
Bye-bye.